Hola, this is part 2 of Learn at Home episode 1. This is the Ser en Estar lesson. We're going to start with uses of estar. So in general, estar is used for states and conditions and the spatial location of things, but there's a couple of other uses that make it really fun. So the first one, saying where someone or something is, pretty straightforward there. And the second one, to ask and say how people are doing. Okay, so estar can also be used to comment just on the condition of something or the state at a particular point in time. So you can use estar to tell your girlfriend that she looks beautiful today. Now, be careful with this one. You want to tell her that she's always beautiful, but to tell her that she looks particularly fetching today, you use estar. So, for example, siempre eres guapa, pero estás guapísima hoy. You also use it to talk about how food tastes at a particular moment. So you can compliment your mom's cooking this evening at dinner. Mamá, la cena está deliciosa. So this particular dinner is just delicious. And our last use is with the present the present participle to form a progressive tense. So if you put a star in the present tense, it's the present progressive. If you put it in the imperfect, it's the past progressive, and we'll do a couple examples of those. All right, let's give it a try. So pause the video and fill in the form of estar that's being covered by the white box here, and make sure you're paying attention to tense. Okay, let's check your answers. Iván y María están en la cocina. So we're talking about location there. Número 2, we have an esta mañana, a preterite trigger there. So Mateo estuvo muy enfermo esta mañana, así que no vino al colegio. Número 3, la sopa en este restaurante siempre estaba muy fría, nunca me gustaba. So gustaba there should have been a clue to help you with your tense. And then number 4, we see we've got a participle here. So, ¿por qué estás escribiendo? Solo tenemos que hablar. Why are you writing? We only have to talk. And let's do a couple translations. So pause the video and give this your best shot. Okay, let's check your answers. Carolina is very sad today. Está muy triste hoy. And were you waiting for the bus this morning? So we see the ing. So we know we need a present progressive, or past progressive rather. ¿Estabas esperando el autobús esta mañana? Okay, let's move into the next phase of practice, which is when you use each one. So you're going to choose the correct word to complete the sentence based on the context. So you just circle the form and then write the reason. So be sure you use the notes you've just taken to get a good reason. So the example here, ejemplo, los vasos están en el comedor, because we're saying where something is. So pause and give the rest of these a try. Okay, I'm going to move our practice down so we can see all of them here. Número 1, mis padres son de Perú, because we are talking about where they're from. Roberto, ¿cómo estás hoy? We are checking on how he's doing. We see hablando here, so we know that this should be a progressive tense. Estaba hablando por celular cuando entré. It's a progressive. And then número 4, estuvimos en el colegio para el concierto anoche. This one we're talking about where we are, where someone or something is. It's a little tricky because el concierto might make you think of the events, but that's not this one. And número 5, eran and estaban for las cuatro. Well, we know las cuatro is telling time, and we know we also always use ser for telling time. All right, so that's it for your practice. Hopefully it was a good review for you. It's a little more complicated when we start using all 3 tenses, but context is always going to help you out with that. So at this point, what you want to do is switch back over to our website, and you are going to want to do this check-in for Ser en Estar. What you need to know is that it is time-stamped, so this is how I know when and where you're doing your home, or when and how you're doing your homework. So make sure you send this in, because this is how I'm going to be giving you homework points. Be sure to click submit.